Well, they did it. They didn't come close. They did it. The Lady Cats knocked off the #1 team in the district, 43-41 over the Frenship Lady Tigers. It was a thriller right down to the wire. Coach Arsenio Jaedyn is with us. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you, Darren. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Well, you've been in these parts before, and you left, and you were at Cooper and did a good job. But here in your first year, to beat a team this good, and this is a top 20 team, I mean.
Oh, yes.
Wow. Do you think this is like a career-defining statement, like we're here for real?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think, San Angelo Central has always had a lot of good tradition on the girls' side. Haven't really got over that hump of just, beating people they're not supposed to beat. We beat people who we're supposed to beat. We played really good against people we're not supposed to beat, but we need to start beating those guys. And that's what we talk about in the locker room, It's time to start beating people we're not supposed to beat.
Right.
And on paper, you look at it, it says 19 in the state of Texas, and we're not, right? And so this is one of those teams that we look at and we're like, this is a chance, opportunity for us to go out and beat somebody. Mm-hmm. And on paper, we're not supposed to beat.
Yeah, there's not a lot of pressure because people don't expect you to beat them,
Yeah.
But you did it. Great job. Let's talk about individual players. Everybody did a good job. Everybody starting, everybody off the bench. You just want to point out some things that they did right tonight?
Oh, yeah. So, I think about everybody missed a wide open layup at the first half of the game.
Yeah, the first half, they just weren't happening.
And we talked about that, how we kind of related it to soccer. How you can have a team that's 0 or a game that's 0-0, but somebody just keeps getting on-goal shots. Mm-hmm. On-goal shots, and you just know that they're doing what it takes to win this game, and they're going to end up being successful at the end. That's what I told them. We're getting open looks after open look after open look. They're just not falling for us right now, and we're stopping them from getting open looks based on our defense and our effort. So it's going to start falling. We're going to start making these layups, and when they do, we'll be the ones that come out on top. And so Nevaeh, man, she knocked down some big-time shots there in the third quarter.
10 points in less than 2 minutes?
Oh, absolutely. And then we started getting some good drives to the basket. Alyssa was able to get to the rim. Alexis was able to get to the rim. Sydney, and then Jules is a great facilitator when she gets inside the perimeter, to look for some cuts and dives and stuff like that. So once we started getting to the rim, it started to help us out a little bit. A couple of fouls there at the end gave us the chance to be in the bonus with the lead when it counted, and under a minute. That's where we like to be. Made a couple free throws, missed a couple free throws.
Well, hey, y'all made so many rebounds. The same player making 2 rebounds in a row and not making the shots in the first quarter, but y'all got that worked out.
Well, Sydney Moore is the smallest 6-foot guard I've ever seen in my life.
Right.
She plays like she is 6 foot
she sure
tall.
Does.
And she makes it a point to get some stats in the rebound column. So we love her effort and love that she's just a junior.
Right. You guys, you came out 0-2 in district, and the Permian game was a real turning point. You told them defense isn't necessarily our problem.
Right.
I saw those comments, but the offense needs to score the points since the defense is holding people to 8 points a quarter, and
right.
Y'all weren't scoring that many. You feel that with this winning streak now that's been fixed, or is it?
I feel like we've been, besides the first half, of course, I feel like we've been putting the ball in the hole a little bit better. Our girls, man, they work so hard, and defense is all about effort. I can strategize and I can tell them what I need them to do, and we can adjust, game time and stuff like that. That's my job. That's what I'm here for, right? But the effort is where it tops it off. Anybody can teach defense. But the effort is their effort is what puts them on top. So, yes, we feel like we hang our hat on defense, and it gives us a chance to be in every game. But we were pretty upset about those first 2 games. We felt like we let both of them slip. They were both single-digit games, one of them to a top-ranked team in the state of Texas, and we just felt like, we're good enough to correct those and get some revenge.
Yeah, and y'all just throttled Permian, and that's what got things going.
Right.
Coach Arsenio Jaedyn, congratulations on the win over the Frenship Lady Tigers as we get ready for the Bobcats and the Tigers coming up. Welcome back. The celebration continues here at San Angelo Central, Babe Dietrichson Gymnasium. Bobcat fans don't want to leave because this has been a heck of a night. Lady Cats defeat a top 20 team tonight in the district leader, and then the Bobcats sneak up and bite the Frenship Tigers 62-60 in overtime. Jacob English is with us. How you doing, man?
I'm doing
16
good.
points tonight, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So describe overtime. What were you guys thinking the last couple of minutes? Let's share some memories about some things that were big that happened in the last couple of minutes. Of course, Jaedyn's coming up. You know he
Yes, sir.
So tell me about it, man.
We went into overtime. We just knew that if we were going to play off, we were going to be, timid by them. We weren't going to be able to do our best. So everybody just went out there. We took a day off after those tough losses, but we took that day off. We all recouped. We had a team bonding thing, and we've just gotten together a lot better.
Well, yeah, you guys, we said before the game, too talented of a team to be on a 3-game skid and in the bottom half of the district. And y'all flexed tonight and made that very clear that you're a way better team than what has happened the last couple of games.
Yes,
Legacy coming up next, 62-60 in overtime. Jaedyn Gipson right at the end. I think it was the mask.
It's the mask. The mask Gip.
The mask man. Coach V is with us too. Well, I guess you want to take a quick break or
you like a headphone,
turn it over
Coach?
to Coach V here.
Well, come here,
You're going to the headphone, Coach? Go
Give
ahead.
it to the man, the myth,
And
the
then we'll
myth,
get
the legend, Coach V, Beanie V.
Beanie V. Whoever y'all want. Jaedyn, come on back. We're going to get Jaedyn Gipson on here.
San Angelo. Yeah.
Who is that masked man? I tell you, people don't want to leave. Coach V is standing by. He was even dancing. Jaedyn Gipson right at the end.
I'm on the hot mic.
Yeah. You on. Look at that.
Wait, camera.
But am I looking? I can't ever do this right. Hey, there you are, man. Jaedyn Gipson, we missed you against Permian, man.
Yes, sir.
We did. You were out a little bit. You kind of have had a habit of getting whacked in the face.
Yeah.
You got the plastic protector on, and it seemed to make a difference. Were you just not as worried? Like, hey, I can play all out now. Because once you get hit in the nose, I know it's bad to get hit in. So talk about this. Those last points you scored to make it 62-60 in overtime. Tell us what you were thinking, what happened before. Let's replay it, how you remember it.
Before overtime?
Yeah.
Before
right
overtime? At the end, so we got that. In my mind, we already got the ball. It's like drain time, and then don't let them get another shot off, which we did. Surprisingly, I got that rebound. I thought Big Man was going to put it away, but luckily it fell in my hands, got the putback, and then that's the game right there.
Man, do you think this is the biggest win for you so far in your career as a Bobcat basketball player?
Oh, yeah, this is a huge win. First time winning against these guys in the past 2 to 3 years. Man, it feels amazing knowing that even though we had this slump for a little while in district, that we were able to come back out as our true selves and get the dub against probably the best team in district. 25
points tonight for you.
Yes, sir.
High scorer, man.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I was just hooping.
It was your game, though. From the very beginning, you were making plays, you were making points, and making good defensive plays. You seemed a little frustrated with the officials a few times, but
Yeah, a little bit. It was just like some question we're just asking them, like, what can we do, not get those fouls? Because luckily they were missing some free throws for us to get an advantage and take that lead. And then luckily we hit our free throws. That was very important as well, too.
We appreciate you joining us. We're going to get Coach V on here, Jaedyn Gipson. It's man, you're the man. It was a team effort, but at the end.
Team effort, yes, sir.
You played a great game, man. 25 points, scored the 2 that won it, 62-60 in overtime.
Yes, sir.
Ready to go ready to take on Legacy next.
Yes, sir.
And what a win, though. This team, they've only lost 3 times. They have not lost in district. They're top 20 teams.
Nope.
Man, congratulations.
Yes,
this is a big win for the program. Where'd Coach V run off to? Jaedyn Gipson, have a good night. Celebrate with your fans, man.
Yes, sir.
Say hi to your folks, too. Yes, people still out on the court tonight. Let's bring Coach CJ Villegas in. Have a seat, sir. Saw you dancing over there, man. What a community win. Both wins tonight. But in the end, it looked like they, what happens against a team like this right at the end? They get ahead by 2, 3, 6. Next thing you know, they're ahead by 12, and you tried, right? And that could have easily happened. What happened toward the end that helped us get to overtime, that swung things back in our direction, some things you think really made a difference?
The players were tough. That's what happened.
They never quit. They found a way.
That whole time, all those timeouts that were happening, they were sitting there looking at me, and I said, I have nothing to say, but just be tough. That's all I got. I couldn't say nothing else. There's no X's and O's in those moments, I don't believe. I think it's heart. I think it's guts. I think it's grit. I think it's all the stuff that we continue to talk to these guys about daily. And we just chip at them. And you saw what happened tonight.
You made them get a little sloppy there at the end. You guys kept your composure because the pressure wasn't as much on you. It's like, well, if Central gets close, that's good. A lot of people were thinking that. But you guys just stay calm. Say, okay, you don't expect us to catch up. Just watch. And they seem to get a little sloppy, the Tigers.
I tell you what, though, the best part about the whole thing is we were in the locker room before the game, and this is the moment. This is one of those games that you go, I don't know if anybody outside of this locker room thinks you can do this, but we do. And all you got to do is just go be competitive.
That's right.
And that's what happened.
Do you feel, as a coach, I know things like this happen, losing 3 games in district, did you think this is too talented of a team? We've worked so hard. Why does this happen? Was it real frustrating?
Absolutely. We took off Wednesday. We didn't practice Wednesday. Mm-hmm. I told our guys I want them to be with their family. I want to be with my family. I want my coaching staff to hang out with their kids and their wives. Mm-hmm. Let's just take the day off. And so we did. We closed the gym down on Wednesday, and we came back and we said we're going to hit it Thursday morning and prepare. And obviously, I was on his coaching staff 3 years ago, and I felt like I had a good idea, and so the prep was what we got tonight. So shout out to you mentioned this before we even started. Probably in my 16 years, I think for girls basketball and boys basketball in general in any school that I've been to, this was the biggest night I feel like in my 16 years as a coach. So shout out to Coach Jeter and the girls basketball team for what they did tonight. That's a huge win for them. It's a huge win for us as well. And so it's probably just the biggest night that we've had for Central basketball. Love our crowd too.
Absolutely.
Those middle school nights bring some great energy. So that's why I always love doing those things because those guys get to be here and scream and holler, and it was a great crowd.
Everybody, yes, people still celebrating, and when you say the word program, this is the kind of win that says program, not just team. This is a signature win, and enjoy it, Coach. Heck, you all have earned it, and best of luck against Legacy. And I know you guys get to play these guys again in their territory. February 10th, I believe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank y'all again. And like I said, shout out to our players. We talked to them before we came down, and I said, hey, guess what, man? 6 of you dudes, you get to walk down them stairs 4 more times, and so play that away. Just play that away. Give me everything you got, and they did that.
In the biggest win I can remember for basketball in Central history, since you've been here especially,
by far.
You just told them heart.
By far.
Just play. You didn't know no fancy speech. You just said
no fancy speech at all, but be stinking tough.
And this team is tough, very tough, and they found a way. So is there anybody, this is the dumb question, are you or any of the kids, are y'all just so happy with this that y'all are just ready to coast a couple games and just celebrate this the rest of the year? Absolutely
not. What's going to be funny is whenever I hit that locker room and I tell them practice tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, we'll get in the weight room and we'll practice. And we'll get in the weight room and we'll practice tomorrow morning and prep for Legacy. And so, but we're going to practice tomorrow. So. All right. Well, but I think these guys will be ready.
I think it'll be a good practice, Coach. I think they'll be up early, ready to go.
Yes, sir.
62-60, Coach C.J. Villegas. Coach V, we'll let you go celebrate with your family and friends, and you earned this. And for all of the San Angelo Central fans and the community, we thank you for the job you've done. We appreciate it, man. We'll take a quick break.